You know? Look, man, the mark that was on Cain, if I take something away from you, you're marked because you're sticking out. What the Most High did with Cain, you know when the Bible says he put a mark upon Cain, yeah? That mark was the fact that he took his melanin from him. So he stuck out among the rest of the nations. That's why he said that his punishment was too great to bear. He was moaning and crying like a little bitch. You see what I'm saying? Go on. When you mark something, you highlight something. Technically, these Caucasians, they're highlighted. They have no melanin. So that's how you show the mark of Cain, who the Edomites are, who Cain was. Right, that shows you who Cain was. And that's why, what does a Cain mean? What? Weapon. As well. Go on. That's why, yeah, he fled, yeah, and he quickly married a Canaanite woman, which was a Hamite, yeah, and tried to push his foot, a Hittite, Canaan. He married a Hamite woman. You know what I'm saying? He tried to push his seed through that to try and get his melanin back, but he can't because he's been marked. But they came back here today with no melanin in their skin, because that having that pale pasty white skin, according to the Bible, that's leprosy. Having blonde hair is leprosy, but our women like to follow them because they basically intentionally want to be in that sort of paraseat, so they try and idolize that. But to have blonde hair is leprosy. Let me get that. Right. That's the Bible. You see what I'm saying? The Bible says if any man should speak, he has to speak as the oracles of the Most High. So we're not coming out of it with our own words. You see what I'm saying? That's what it says in what? Acts, I think it's Acts chapter 5. It says, let them, 5:39, let them alone, because if it's of man, then it will be brought to naught. But if it's of the Most High, you can do nothing against it, but you'll find yourself fighting against the Most High. That's why that Christianity bullshit had to dead, because the Most High is dealing with us. You can do nothing against the truth, only for it. You see what I'm saying? Go on. If you ain't got it, you might as well just skip it. Go on. I'll jump back to it later. Let me go back to your Luke chapter 1, verse 71, that we shall be safe from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Right, so you should be safe from your enemies and from the hand of them that hate you. Let's list the enemies. That's what we were. We were at the tabernacles of Edom, which is these Caucasians. Then your second enemy, we're going to find that out. There we go. Yeah, Psalms chapter 83, yeah? The tabernacles of Edom, yeah? And Genesis 36 and 8 says Esau is Edom, okay? And the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs today. And you've got a lot of our people that are into Islam. So the same way that our people that are into Christianity back the Caucasian man and say, oh, well, everyone's done wicked, is the same way where our people that are into Islam, they back the Arab man and say, oh, well, white people had you in slavery as well. You see what I'm saying? And then the same people, our people that are in the African bullshit, Egyptology and all that rubbish, about elements and Anunnaki, they're the ones talking about, oh, we were the Egyptians, this and that, when you weren't. You see what I'm saying? Because the Ishmaelites, which are the so-called Arabs today, they had us in slavery before the Caucasian man. A lot of our people don't do that history. You see what I'm saying? But Edom is our top enemy because they took away our identity. In all the other captivities that we've been in, we knew our identity and we prayed to our God. But in this one, the Most High took away our identity, right? And our ability to get back to it. But He's giving it back now because this is the last days. Okay? Get me Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20. When the Most High give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction. Go on. Now this is to show that having blonde hair, according to the Bible, is leprous. Yeah? And having no melanin in your skin, that means you have leprosy. This is Leviticus chapter 13 verse 29. If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, then the priest shall see that the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, right, if there be a yellow thin hair, right, which today would be blonde hair, right, because blonde, that's why they called it blonde, it's actually yellow. For example, in cartoon, in the comic books, this and that, if it was a so-called Caucasian person, they would colour it with a yellow felt tip. You see what I'm saying? You know, but they always try and hide their identity. They call it blonde instead of yellow. It's a yellow thin hair. That's what's upon their head. Go on. Yeah? A yellow thin hair, yeah, which is blonde hair. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It's unclean. It's an abomination. It is a dry scalp, even a leprosy upon the head or beard. Right, that's what leprosy is. Because there's another disease called Hansen's disease. All right, and that's where people, Hansen's disease is where you get the boils and people's arms and legs fall off. Leprosy, this right here shows you what leprosy is. Right? One sec. When Miriam, yeah, I know he was having sex with, he was doing beast Sally. I know, but we get there. But yeah, Miriam, when she was being disrespectful to Moses, and the cloud, which was actually a chariot of the Most High, came from over her, she was what? She was leprous, white as snow, which means what? She was a black woman before. Like Moses, when he put his hand in his bosom and took it out, it was white. When he put it back in, it went back to his other flesh. What was that? It went whiter. No, it would have been no miracle, because he was a black man. Do you see what I'm saying? But the difference between Hansen's disease and leprosy. Leprosy is when you have no melanin, and you have yellow hair on your head, mainly. See what I'm saying? So these Caucasians walking up and down here, and albinos, they're all lepers. Right? They're trying to get technical in between and all that. Now, Hansen's disease is when you have boils on your skin, and your arms and legs fall off. That's Hansen's disease. But what's happened is that they tried to call leprosy Hansen's disease. But it's not. You see what I'm saying? They're two different diseases, but they've tried to hide what it's actually called. To try and hide their identity. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, oh, if they're a leper, why their arms and shit fall off? Because that's not leprosy, it's Hansen's disease. Go on. And George Hansen knew this, yeah? That's why when he discovered it, he renamed it Hansen's disease, because he knew what leprosy was. You know what I'm saying? So he mixed it up and tried to call it Hansen's disease, so today it's known as Hansen's disease to be leprous. But it's not. Leprosy is if you got blonde hair and you ain't got no melanin in your skin. But they're clean lepers. Why? Because even if you sleep with them, you can't catch it. Right? Thank you. That's the definition of a clean leper. You can't catch that leprosy. You see what I'm saying? Okay. This is the one about when Moses put his hand back in his bosom. Yeah? The miracle that he had. This is Miriam. That's the Miriam. This is Numbers chapter 12, verse 8. Yeah, this is it. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to get the story in so you understand it. Here we go, look, yeah. This is Numbers chapter 12 verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. Right, what does meek mean? No, meek doesn't mean weak, it means humble. Do you see what I'm saying? So when who the walk with Jesus Christ said the meek shall inherit the earth, it means the humble. Get me get me Sirach chapter 3 verse 18. This is my favourite scripture. This is my new favourite scripture. You see what I'm saying? Sirach chapter 3 verse 18. You got it? Go on. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach chapter 3 verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself. The greater you are, the more humble thyself. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got man in that shout up, I'm going to do this, that and ever, and man in that are mouthy. Those are man that, that's basically calling your bluff. But a serious man, he's a humble guy. You see what I'm saying? So you better take him more seriously. Because he's not like, he's meditating what he's going to do, this and that. He's not eat that just because he's humble and he's silent. Read that, go on. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favour before the Heavenly Father. Right, because the Most High is not dealing with proud man. You see what I'm saying? He's dealing with the humble and the meek. You see what I'm saying? Go on. Another priest. So this is Ecclesiasticus continuing. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. Right. Many are in high place and renown. They're popular and they're great men and they're well known. But mysteries are revealed unto the humble. You see what I'm saying? Go on. And humble with the prophets, starting with the prophets. Okay? Because they're the ones catching the hell right now. Yeah? I'll jump back to Leviticus. Isn't there more? Wait, let me see. Go on. For the power of the Lord is with the great, and he is honoured of the lowly. Right, because he's honoured of the lowly. You see what I'm saying? That's why men that are great, that's why, who is it? No, the one in the Ecclesiastes, it says, give me neither riches, where I say, where is it? Who is the Most High? And make me neither poor either, where I take the name of the Most High in vain, but give me that which is sufficient for me. You see what I'm saying? That's why in the Most High's prayer it says, give me this day my daily bread. So you don't have too much, you don't have too little. It's balanced. You see what I'm saying? Go on. Jumping back to Moses now, yeah? Numbers chapter 12 verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words, if there be a prophet among you, the Lord will make himself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then, were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Because they spoke against him, because obviously he was with an Egyptian woman. So they said what? They said what is what is the Most High only dealing with you? They tried to speak against him. You know what I'm saying? They was getting lofty. Yeah? But the Heavenly Father heard their words. Right. And Aaron is his older brother. See what I'm saying? And Miriam was his older sister. But the Most High only deals with the man. You see what I'm saying? So when his sister piped up, that's when there was a problem, because it was bad enough that Aaron was doing it. Then a woman was doing it as well. The Most High wasn't having that. Go on. Because it shows that even though Aaron was older than him, you know what I'm saying? It's not about age. Because when Moses said, but I'm but a child, he said, I'm not a good speaker and that. The Heavenly Father was like, no, fuck that. Like, I chose you to be the friend of the Heavenly Father and do the work. You're talking about David. This is Moses, right? Yeah, Moses, but the same thing happened with David as well. Because David was the youngest of all of his brothers. You see what I'm saying? Go on. So he chooses the young ones. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. Right, so if Miriam was Caucasian, how the hell could she become leprous, white as snow? It wouldn't work. You see what I'm saying? But Miriam was an ebony woman. That's why the Most High cast her with that. That's the greatest offense you could have as an ebony person, to have your melanin stripped of you. You see what I'm saying? Go on. That's why when Michael Jackson took his melanin off him, he didn't catch much respect from the Israelite nation, the Negroes, Spanish, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't at his full potential. You know what I'm saying? And Miriam became leprous, white as snow, and Aaron looked upon Miriam, behold, she was leprous. Yeah? So these Caucasians out here, they're leprous. Yeah? And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us wherein we have done foolishly. And right, slack it. So what does that say? It means it's a sin to be that complexion. It's a shame and a sin to be that complexion. But because this is their society, misery loves company. You see what I'm saying? They uplift it because they're in power. Yeah, if I was a Chinese man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, go on. If I was a Chinese man, yeah, slanted eyes would be the in thing. Why? Because I have slanted eyes. Okay? But because you can. Because these Caucasians, blonde hair and pale pasty skin is the in thing. That's why our nations want to be light as hell. But according to the Bible, to be that complexion is a sin. Yeah, let me read it again. This is Numbers chapter 12, verse 10. And the cloud departed off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. Yeah, so to have that pale pasty skin, you're leprous. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us. Right, so as I explained, it's a sin to be that complexion. It's a curse. Dating all the way back from where? Cain. Because the Most High put that mark on him, where the Most High took his melanin, and he was crying to the Most High saying, please do not put this sin upon me, because the people around him will find him and kill him. Even the heathen nations, when there's an albino around them, what do they do in South Africa? They kill them for their body parts and that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's an anomaly. It's wicked. It's not supposed to be. Even in the so-called animal kingdom, they abandon the animal because it's fucked up. Where's the smell in him? You see what I'm saying? Go on. So, and wherein we have sinned, let her not be as one dead. Let her not be as one dead. Because if you've ever had like a family member or someone pass away, our people, what happens when we die? We become pale. You see what I'm saying? So you look like someone that's dead when you become pale. See what I'm saying? That's what, if I read that bit again. Numbers chapter 12, verse 12. Yeah? Let her not be as one dead. Let her not be as one dead, because she looked dead. Because she had no melanin in her skin. She looked like a frigging ghost. You see what I'm saying? Go on. Of whom the flesh is half consumed. Right, with whom the flesh is half consumed. Because if you've seen someone with a bit of lardo, it's like little blotches. Which means what? It looks like that the melanin is being eaten away. If someone who's been burnt, they have half of their melanin and the rest of it is pale. Because the melanin, the pigmentation has been melted away. You see what I'm saying? Alright, go on. So that's saying that the Caucasians today, they look dead. That's why they put makeup on their face. But our people want to follow that crap. Yeah? Because when, like the Akim said, yeah, when our people die, they put makeup on them for an open casket. Yeah? Really and truly, our people don't need no makeup. Our skin's already smooth. But they put us in the adverts with them with the Vaseline and that. We don't need no freaking none of that. You know what I'm saying? Really and truly. Right, that's why they airbrush a lot of our people's pictures and stuff. See what I'm saying? To make it seem like yeah, to make it seem like you know, it's for everyone. But our people want to follow that crap. It's not for us. And I'm saying, but the scripture already tells you, let her not be as one dead, Miriam, because the Lord turned her white. Yeah, and when you're Caucasian like that, you look dead. You look like a raw piece of meat. When you open chicken, it's pale until you cook it, and then it looks nice. You get me? Well, it's like that's when it's white. When you cook it, it turns white. You see what I'm saying? Before you cook it, it's pinkish red. But they still call it what? White meat. But yet the darker red meats, they call that red meat, and then the chicken, they try and call that white meat. Or they call it poultry. Technicalities, you see what I'm saying? And they put it with chicken, they put pork with chicken so that you Negroes, Spanish and Native Americans are more warm to it. Get me? The flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. Because if you see a baby come out of his mother's womb, yeah, like a Caucasian baby is red as hell. Yeah, us, when we come out, we're light skinned. You know what I'm saying? So, right. A dark baby will come out looking really pale, and then as they go on throughout the day or whatever, they start getting their melanin. The melanin starts coming through. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, like a plant. When a plant's put in the dark, when you take it out, the green is very pale. Now when you leave it back out in the sun, the chlorophyll comes back on, and it's refreshed. You see what I'm saying? Here's the edification. You know what I'm saying? Red. Yeah, you can see the veins through the skin. That's why, who's the one going to the tanning booths? I ain't never seen a Negro or Hispanic or Native American go to a tanning booth. You know what I'm saying? They go to the tanning booth because they know they haven't got no melanin in their skin. Come on, get back to Psalms 83. Finish this off. We'll go back to the start now. Psalms chapter 83 verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O power, hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. Right, so these heathen nations round about us, they've lifted up their head. See what I'm saying? Audacious as hell. That's why it says in what? Psalms, you get me? It's like Ecclesiastes 10 and 1. What's the precept? No, man. Just get me the Ecclesiastes one. I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants. Ecclesiastes 10 and 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Right, what does that mean? Get me Leviticus chapter 25 verse 44. The Most High has seen servants upon horses and princes walking up as servants upon the earth. Who are the servants and who are the princes? We're going to find it out. Which means that this place is backwards. You know what I'm saying? This whole society is backwards. That's what that means. Go on. This is Leviticus chapter 25 verse 44. Right, and anyone who claims that they read in the Bible should know this scripture. Because the Levitical laws are given to the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans, which are the Israelites of the Bible. Go on. Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, both your bondmen and your bondmaids, which you will have, go on, shall be of the heathen that are round about you, shall be of the heathen nations that are round about you. That's what the heathen were created for, to be servants and handmaids. Get me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I've made you a holy, special people above all people that are upon the face of the earth. But what did the Christian church teach you? That you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans are equal with your enemies. They're freaking lying to you. You're above these heathen nations. Go on, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Right, you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans and West Africans are a holy people unto your God. Right, go on. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people. One sec. The Most High has chosen you to be a special people. Alright, unto himself. One sec, let the thing go past, man. Right, go on. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. You Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans are a holy people unto your God, the living power. Okay, go on. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. The Most High has chosen us from everyone else on the planet to be a special people unto himself. But we need to prove that, don't we? Get me, where is it? 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 54. Once again, the Bible says if any man should speak, that's to speak as the oracles of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you never catch us coming out of our own mouths. You see what I'm saying? 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 54.
Get the Hebrews 4 and 6 afterwards? Or 4 and 12?
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all. Right, Adam, who is it? Slakia, who the Most High made Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all. So everyone comes from Adam, right? Go on. And the people also whom thou hast chosen. And the people also whom the Most High has chosen. Go back to that Deuteronomy real quick and then we'll go back there. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Right? And the Bible's just proved that. The Most High made us a special people unto himself. The Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans and West Africans are a special people unto the Most High. He's not dealing with the heathen nations, he's dealing with you. That's why you're under these curses. Go on. I'll jump back to 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Right, so the very planet that you're standing on was created for the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans' sake. In fact, keep that one there. Get me chapter 7 verse 10. And then we'll go back there. Chapter 7 verse 10. Go on. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 10. And as I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, then said the angel of the Most High back unto Ezra, go on. Even so also is Israel's portion. Even so is Israel's portion. These Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans and West Africans, this is their portion. Go on. Because for their sakes I made the world. Because for their sakes the Most High made the planet that we're standing on. Which means what? What does that mean? That means this for us. And it also means what? That these heathen nations are what? Fam, if they're not below us, I don't know what they are. You see what I'm saying? If this planet and the air that they're breathing is made for the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans walking around today, them churches are in some hella trouble because they're freaking lying to the Most High's people. They're telling the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans and West Africans that everyone's equal. And just to, you know, this is the way the world is. Get me Jeremiah 23 verse 1 real quick. We'll keep this one though. Because we need to find out how the Most High feels about these heathen nations. Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Right, and that's what your churches are doing. You see what I'm saying? Alright, the Bible's telling the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans that they're above the heathen nations. The Caucasian man, the Arab man, the Indian man, the Chinese man.